Hi, we're back to finish the rest of Henry and Mudge, the first book. So far, Henry persuaded his parents to get a puppy for him, the puppy that he named Mudge, who he loves to walk to school with, makes him happy, and he thinks of happy things. And Mudge loves Henry just as much, but he especially loves Henry's bed. Remember how they ended right there? Well, we're going to finish the story today. Mudge. One day, Mudge took a walk without Henry. The sun was shining, the birds were flying, the grass smelled sweet. Mudge couldn't wait for Henry, so he left. There we go. This does not sound good. He went down one road, sniffing the bushes, then down another road, kicking up dust. He went through a field, across a stream, into some pine trees. And when he came out on the other side, he was lost. Oh, my pages are stuck. He couldn't smell Henry. He couldn't smell his front porch. He couldn't smell the street he lived on. Mudge looked all around and didn't see anything or anyone he knew. That would make me feel terrible. He whined a little, alone without Henry. Then he lay down, alone without Henry. He missed Henry's bed. Oh, I hope they find each other. There's Henry. Henry thought Mudge would always be with him. Oh, I gotta go back and fix that one. Henry thought Mudge would be with him always. He thought Mudge made everything safe. He thought Mudge would never go away. And when Mudge did go away, when Henry called and called, but Mudge didn't come, Henry's heart hurt, and he cried for an hour. But when he finished crying, Henry said, "Mudge loves me. He wouldn't leave. He must be lost." So Henry walked and walked, and he called and called, and he looked for his dog Mudge. He walked down one road, then down another road. The sun shone as Henry ran through a field, calling and calling. I hope Henry doesn't get lost. The birds flew past as he stood beside a stream, calling and calling. And then the tears fell again as he looked at the empty pine trees for his lost dog. "Mudge!" he called one last time. And Mudge woke up from his lonely sleep, then came running. And I love the name of this chapter. It's called Henry and Mudge. Every day when Henry woke up, he saw Mudge's big head. And every day when Mudge woke up, he saw Henry's small face. They ate breakfast at the same time. They ate supper at the same time. And when Henry was at school, Mudge just lay around and waited. Mudge never went for a walk without Henry again. And Henry never worried that Mudge would leave. Sounds like Mudge learned from what he did, because sometimes in their dreams they saw long silent roads, big wide fields, deep streams, and pine trees. In those dreams Mudge was alone and Henry was alone. So when Mudge woke up and knew Henry was with him, he remembered the dream and stayed closer. And when Henry woke up and knew Mudge was with him, he remembered the dream and the looking and the calling and the fear, and he knew he would never lose Mudge again. I'm glad that had a happy ending. I hope you enjoyed the story.